Well, we still got Martinsville to look forward to, right? Anyways, looks like I was wrong. Finally, the streak comes to an end. This is my review on the Auto Club race. Let's talk about it. So what's going on, everybody? Cool 200 here, back with another video. Today we are here to talk about the Auto Club race that happened over the weekend, and it was a pretty good one, I'd have to say. Pretty good one. The beginning was super crazy. Actually, first I should talk about they did a 5 wide fan salute, which was actually really cool. You could probably see the picture there. They're 5 wide on the pace lap, and people were joking that they should start like that. So that was pretty cool. See, but now we get into the racing. So first things off, Austin Dillon, a sick Austin Dillon, may I remind you, was not feeling good under the weather. Took a bunch of medicine in the infield care center before he raced. Actually finished, I think, pretty well at the end of it, but he did not lead a single lap. He actually got passed by Eric Almirola and Denny Hamlin, who battled for the lead. Then it was Almirola for a little while, and then Kyle Busch ultimately took over, dominated the whole race, actually. Losing my voice. He won both stages, which was boring for me. But stage 1 had a lot of interesting stuff happening. First, the sick Austin Dillon blew a tire. Not much to say about that. He just kind of blew a tire. Blew a tire. The car was fine. They got fixed up, and he would ultimately continue with that. Would bring out a caution, which would ultimately result in a restart. So after that, we had, a few more laps of green flag running, which when I say a few, I mean a few, because then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. would get loose, go up the track, spin out, which would almost collect William Byron, who would go up. Ryan Newman gets into MTJ, who would ultimately get damaged. My pick to win. They were all okay. They all survived. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. actually finished, I think, pretty well as well. And Kyle Larson would ultimately hit the wall as well. So that would calm everything down. Kyle Busch wins stage 1, and we are ready for stage 2. Stage 2, uneventful, to be honest with you. Completely uneventful. Nothing happened in stage 2. Yeah, there's not much to talk about. Kyle Busch won it. I mean, he had a little competition from, I think, Keselowski, if I'm not mistaken, but really nothing much. MTJ was way far behind. He actually did not show the speed that I thought he would. He started in P27, unfortunately. But the lucky leprechaun would get a pit road penalty at the end of stage 2, which he would win. They did some pit stops under the yellow. Actually, before that, what brought out the caution to end stage 2, I think after the wrecks. Am I going right with this? I think so. Sorry, I had a mental, or not a mental, but brain fart there. Ty Dillon would blow a tire, ending stage 2. So yeah, he was fine though. He got the tire change. I think it happened under commercial, but I can't remember. I don't know if Ty Dillon blew a tire, or if it was Wallace that blew a tire, or if someone hit the wall. That part isn't with me. I don't really remember, but I think Ty Dillon hit the wall. You see in the picture right now. But yeah, it doesn't look too severe. He just blew a tire, basically. So that would end stage 2. Kyle Busch wins. They come to pit road, right? And they're like, oh, Kyle Busch, no competition. He gets out first. And then they said, hold the phone. Kyle Busch speeding through pit road, section 20. And I'm thinking, yes, yes, yes. But then Brad Keselowski would take the lead. Kyle Busch would start P18th after that with the restart for stage number 3. So we're thinking for a little bit, the Leprechaun is not so lucky right now. But he would get a pot of gold because even though Brad Keselowski was leading, they had to go through green flag pit stops. Kyle Busch gets the call to stay out, and Darrell Wallace Jr., and I couldn't find a picture of this, but Darrell Wallace Jr. blows a tire, destroys the front end of that car. I wish I had a picture for it, and if I do, there it is. If I don't, sorry. The race happened a little while ago, and the pictures aren't all out yet. I'm lucky to have what I have, honestly. But yes, Darrell Wallace Jr. would blow a tire. I think he finished like 4, 5, 6 laps down in 38th, I think, but that's irrelevant. Anyways, Lady Luck helps Kyle Busch. So everybody else comes to pit road. It'll be Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski side by side. They battle. He would actually get passed for a little while, end up in 4th for a little while. It would be Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski with a crazy battle. Kurt Busch in the mix. Kevin Harvick helping out a little bit. And then Kyle Busch would do his thing, get in the long run, and ultimately the Leprechaun would win the race. Now you guys are probably wondering, why am I calling them the Leprechaun? Well, they did it on Fox, and he had a green car. It's St. Patty's Day. You usually call him the Candyman or the Battery Boy. I'm calling them the Leprechaun. So I'm sorry, I know it's actually a little cringe, but it's fun to say for me, honestly. But yes, Kibi would win the race. It was actually a pretty great race, but enough talking about the actual. Well, not enough talking about the actual race, but let's look at your top 10 in the race right here. I hope I'm getting it right there. Should be over. I know you can't see my hand, but somewhere around here. I'm really looking at my phone. I have it right here. Obviously, Kyle Busch first, Joey Logano second, Brad Keselowski third, Kevin Harvick fourth, Ryan Blaney fifth, Kurt Busch in sixth, Denny Hamlin seventh, Martin Truex Jr. After battling an injured loose race car, he would end up eighth. Eric Almirola and Austin Dillon would round out your top 10. Joey Logano had a pretty nice day. Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano battled for quite a while. Kevin Harvick, he would ultimately have a loose race car for the first portion or the first stage. They would get that car fixed and he would finish P4th. Ryan Blaney, he had a pretty good PPG car. Wasn't too bad. He was up at the front. He was actually third for 1 point with the 1-2-3 for Roger Penske, but he would ultimately finish fifth. Kurt Busch was sniffing around the top 4 for a while, but ultimately would finish sixth. Denny Hamlin led the first lap. Pretty much irrelevant after that, I think. But yeah, he would run pretty much from 5th to 10th. So pretty solid day for him. Martin Truex Jr., like I said, got in that wreck, had a lot of left or right rear damage, and that would ultimately hurt the handling of his car. Eric Almirola led, I think, a few laps, was up at the front for a little while, but he would ultimately drop back to 9th, and Austin Dillon was your pole sitter, but a little under the weather, had a cut tire, loose car pretty much throughout the whole day. He would finish ultimately 10th. So, pretty solid day for some of those drivers. A lot of craziness. I thought the racing was pretty good. You had 4-5 wide. Every restart, probably one of the better Auto Club races I've seen. When they told me that there was going to be long green flag runs, I'm like, oh, this is going to be boring. It's going to be a Kyle Busch show, which it ultimately was. But there was a little flakiness in it. You know, you had some wrecks, you had some cautions, you had tires cut, some strategy. It was a pretty interesting race, I'd have to say. So, I would give this race about a 8 out. No, not an 8. About a 7 out of 10. Pretty decent, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was pretty decent. Even though my least favorite driver won, it was still a good race. You know, I hate Harvick, I hate Keselowski, I hate Logano, and I hate Busch, and they all led. Well, I don't think Harvick did, but they were all up at the front. But it was a fabulous race. What can I say? The restarts were great. There was a lot of passing. There were 4 lead changes within the first 10 laps. I mean, that's great, you know. There was a lot of lead changes, there were like 3 or 4 lead changes just throughout the stages, you know. It was a good race. So next week we head to the Paperclip, one of my favorite and one of the hardest short tracks on the circuit. Can't wait for that. It should be a good one. Video on that Friday. I actually have a pretty decent pick, but I'll have to think about it and do a little research, because Paperclip. Clint Boyer should be good. Oh, by the way, speaking of Clint Boyer had a lot of issues today too. I forgot to talk about that. I think he went down a cylinder. Just feel bad for Clint. Tough day for him in that 14 team. Ultimately would finish last. So that is unfortunate. But anyways, guys, I'm done babbling. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm giving you. I think this channel and this show is going to get better as we go on. I'm starting to look at the views a little bit more, and I'm seeing a little decrease, but you know, maybe some people don't like the sit down talk videos, and I understand that. I truly do, because honestly I wouldn't want to watch a 15-minute sit down video. You know. But thank you all so much for bearing with me. I hope this show grows a little bit. Please tell your friends about it. I think I'm doing a better job at editing this. And yeah, that top 10 thing, I hope I got it up there for you. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but at least I had the rundown for you. But I'll do my best to get that. You guys probably already saw it if it is up there. And if you didn't, then you saw my hand right here. So I'm done babbling, guys. I'm serious. Thank you all so much for watching. Diecast video reviewing Kyle Larson's, seeing if I got it here, DC Solar Car. I don't have it around me. Throwback for Davey Allison, should be a good one. That'll come Wednesday. So till then, guys, I will see you guys in that video. Stay tuned for more. See you guys Wednesday. Peace out.